The boat's in the water. She's looking good. She's floating.
She is so beautiful.
The mast is upright and she's floating. What more could we ask for?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, yes. It's so much cooler down here too, babe.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful she looks.
I forgot how cool she was in the water.
Oh.
We have a hard Dodger here. Hard, I don't know, call it a windshield. But it's fixed. Then above that, like right here where that rust stain is, right there, and right there where those holes are, we have uprights that come up, and there's a hard cockpit cover, Dodger cover, coaming cover, I don't know, a hard plastic thing that goes here. And so there's those holes there and these holes here where that mounting hardware goes. But I feel like there's problems in that one and problems in that one. And I will test these, that one and this one. And down here is the white thing on the salon table or saloon table, is where Devin is the cover, the hard cover, the hard roof, the hard coach roof. I don't know. It's a thing.
Hard Dodger?
Hard Dodger?
Hard Dodger top?
Hard Dodger top? Hard coach roof? I don't know. It's cool though. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take this little 45-degree angle pick and feel around in here to get a sense of if this is solid, that one's solid, that's also solid, so that's good. Same spot, bugs over here, solid, solid, solid. And there's crap in there, but the wall is good. Either wet, rotten, could be foam that I'm poking into, but I'm guessing wet and rotten. Let's check this one. Better. Oh, no. No. And no. Let's get out the cutting tools. Alright. So to cut out those little exploratory slices, we're going to use our oscillating tool. Devin's on deck filling the water tanks to test that system. Well, it's a little rocky when it's on the water. Imagine that. This blade will do the work. It's a saw blade for wood that'll chop to be fiberglass. And we got to attach that here. So what I like to do when I put this blade on, or any attachment to the oscillating tool, normally I wouldn't have the battery in when I'm working with the blade, but I have the battery in because when you tighten it here, it kind of vibrates a little bit. See if I can get it to do it with the camera. It scared me a little bit, but. So far is made sure all these cut lines connect. So now it's a matter of prying that thing out and seeing what's under there. And to give you a sense of scale, I mean, it's not that big of a piece that we're working on. It's just, you know, that. So small exploratory hole. All right. Got me some prying tools. This little, I think they call it cat's paw, kind of a wide flathead, and flathead screwdriver. Let's see if we can get this thing out. I didn't want. Too long. That's about this one. I guess I'm thinking maybe it's not as rotten as I expected because it's hard to lift out. But I've already got it cut. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So, update. I'm glad I did this. No regrets now. My tool worked great, except one time it overheated and it stopped working. But so what I did was I just held the vacuum up to these vents while the vacuum was running, maybe every like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and yeah, seemed to keep it working. Didn't shut down on me again after that. And then yeah, I kept the fiberglass dust out of the tool itself, which is good. So I went through and kind of did like a crosshatch pattern, because it just wouldn't, you know, wasn't prying up before. But when I was doing this, you know, some of these little pieces did start chipping out. So let's get some chipping tools and whoa, interesting. So it is definitely balsa. That wood is good, but this on the surface, one would think, oh, all of that right there is rotten. But flip it over, it's fine. Flip it over, it's fine. Flip it over, it's fine. My tool is burning the wood as it cuts. Not rotten. This is rot. So it's not burn marks from the tool, because it's not flat. The tool would make it flat. See that? That's better. Let's keep looking. So there is the bottom of the sandwich, and the only rotten part looks like it's right in here. got that all dug out. And I have some more exploring to do over here, but for the most part, all of this wood back in here is clean. This is solid. I need to do a little more exploring into there. I feel like the screw went maybe a little too deep. But all of this over here is good. Let's see if we can see this side. Yeah, that looks good. We're gonna do the other one differently. We're not gonna take out that much material. Let's do a little more exploring around this screw hole to see what we can get out of there. All right, so we're exploring around this screw hole here. This layer of pink stuff is like not wood, not fiberglass, some type of filler, epoxy, maybe fairing compound, I don't know. But it's below the layer, the top layer of fiberglass. Man, look how thick that fiberglass is there. That's solid fiberglass. What is that, like a 1/4 inch? Jeez. That's pretty cool.
Alright, so after my I don't know what's going on, I did what any normal girl does and called her dad. And okay, I guess not any normal girl who has a dad like mine. So I called him and he said could be that just the filter that's connected to the pump is clogged. So I went down and I found the water pump. And then from there I located the filter, which was like right on top of it, and unscrewed it and cleaned out the filter part. And then I'm gonna put it back together, turn everything on and see if that works. I don't know, maybe, right? Maybe it's like a computer thing where you just like restart a computer and all of a sudden it like magically works again. Maybe. Fingers crossed. I'll let you know how this goes. It's a real ride. It's a real ride.
So, I got my wire brush out. And I got my 90-degree out, my 90-degree pick. This is the very tippy tip of the screw. And it doesn't go deeper than that. So I'm stopping there. And then that doesn't go further than that. I've had nightmares about this repair. My nightmare was, I'll show you. Let's get off the boat. Have a chat. So, what we've been working on is right there, right on the coach roof. And my nightmare is, because this is so high on the coach roof, I was expecting the leak to get in here around the hardware and then it to run down all the way into here. Look at this slope here too. It could run down all the way into here. It keeps going, right? I mean, water's gonna follow gravity. Can't walk back too far, I'll fall off the dock. But, you know, so here's our hardware, right here. Well, our repair that we've been working on. And then all the rest of the boat. Like it's at one of the highest points of the boat. So all of that, I was worried. That's what nightmares are made of. But today, I can sleep well because that repair is way, way, way more doable than I thought it was going to be. I made too big of a hole too soon. So that's what I keep saying about next time. The other side, we still have one more of these to do, but we're not going to take out this much material on the other side. We're going to start with a drill, then go a little bit of a bigger drill bit, and then a little bit of a bigger drill bit, and then slowly drill it out until we see good wood, good balsa, good core. We're not going to take the skin off like this one. So the repair over here, it'll be good. We got core material to fill it in, but I didn't need to take out that much material.
All right, so there is our water pump, and then that's the filter. I unscrewed that plastic piece and took out that metal filter and cleaned it all up and screwed it back on, and making sure it's nice and tight. It's good and tight. And now I'm going to turn back on the water pressure. Well, first, while I'm here, I might as well turn on the tank. So here, opening up the tank. Water pressure, sorry, I'm like really awkwardly trying to do this. And then we'll see if it works. All right, so here we are in the galley. And nothing. All right. Everything is on. DC power's on. I should be working. Still mystery.
Tool talk time. These little guys, 45 degree pick, 90 degree pick, straight pick, and like a looped pick in this little kit. Super cheap. I don't know, Harbor Freight or some surplus store. It's like $4. These will probably rust out, you know, after a while, but they've been useful. And then this thing, besides the one overheating moment, it's been doing pretty good. I hadn't really used this much. Not as helpful. That, of course, is a flathead. Helpful. And this guy's been pretty helpful too. I've used him a few times. This project and cleaning the mast step on the keel. He's been helpful for that. So, yeah. And PPE, mask, and especially earplugs for this thing. This thing makes a racket.
So I think I found an issue, and I'm hoping that it is an easy fix. So you see this red wire, that's the whatever, you know, because there's two wires that go into your water pump, positive and negative. And our red wire, it's coming out of, you know, the electrical place within the boat, right? And then you can see it comes here, right? So then I move underneath there to kind of find it again. Okay, so there's where it was. It's still not connected to the thing. And then when you look down here, you see, why is there two just sitting separate? I don't know. So that might be the issue, is that it's power guy's not working because it's somehow the line got cut. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Could be just a separate issue. Who knows?
Got our piece in there. Obviously we're gonna have to probably just come straight down on that line there. We cut out our piece of wood. And that's not bad. That's pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Says we're gonna have thickened epoxy to fill in those imperfections. transfer it to our wood. Got our cardboard cut out, sketched onto the piece of wood.
All right, that is the sound of a working water pump. So Matthew put in that to connect those two pieces that I found that were not connected. A butt connector.
The power.
For the power. And now she's purring. She's coming! Yay!
Check over here.
And ooh, better. Even better than before. Yes. Woo-hoo! We got water.
Okay, so we got our cardboard cutout that we turned into a wood cutout. And there's very close. So, well, it's kind of not close. That's kind of far. Let's take care of that. So, I was gonna try to sand this to size, but no. It's too much material to sand. Well, I mean, you could, it just takes a long time. So I'm gonna use this, which is what I use to cut this piece out. But look how dull it is. It's just burning my material. People are thinking I'm like smoking weed over here or something. So I need to sharpen this. And I saw a trick by the YouTube channel C. Jane Drill, I think it's called, where they had put this in a vise and then used a file to sharpen it. I don't have a vise, but I have channel locks. Let's see how it works. So that feels sharper. But that could just be some burrs. I don't know. Does it look sharper? Let's try it. Okay, I'm tightening this up. Let's see if you can hear the tool tell you that it's tight enough. Yeah, definitely that time. Isn't that fun? It's like,
no, too tight. Ooh. Ooh.
okay, so you know how they say boat work takes twice as long than you think? Or 14 times as long as you think? Because I cut through the bottom sandwich layer. So I was trying to make this guy fit here. Trying to get him in there to fit. And I went a little too deep with the plunge cut. So that project has now turned into this project, pulling down the ceiling panel and trim wood. And there's where I cut through, right there. This is where we dished out. But in a way, I'm looking at this as a positive, because that little thing we suspected up there was a little too deep. It was leaking. See how discolored that is? So we're gonna take care of that. So that was good. Yeah. What else? That's about it. That's why boat work takes so much longer, because you do one thing, and in order to do that thing, you have to do a bunch of others. Oh, like to get the roof panel off, the ceiling panel off, I had to take the wires off of the autopilot. This wasn't an autopilot day. This was a fixing deck leak day, but I worked on the autopilot.
So first thing I'm going to do today is take back the galley. So let's get right in.
All right, so today we are going to fix this. So this is where I went a little too deep and cut through the deck. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode.